Mithridates VI, also known as Mithridates the Great, was a fascinating and complex figure in ancient history. As the ruler of the Kingdom of Pontus, located in what is now northeastern Turkey, Mithridates VI left a lasting impact on the political landscape of the 1st century BC. This brief presentation delves into the life, reign, achievements, and legacy of Mithridates the Great, exploring his military campaigns, diplomatic maneuvers, cultural contributions, and enduring influence on the ancient world. Mithridates ascended to the throne of Pontus in the midst of a turbulent period in the eastern Mediterranean. His reign coincided with the expansion of the Roman Republic and the decline of Hellenistic kingdoms. Despite inheriting a kingdom in flux, Mithridates proved to be a dynamic and ambitious ruler, shaping the course of history through his military exploits and political cunning. Born into the Pontic royal family, Mithridates the Great inherited the throne of Pontus following the death of his father, Mithridates V. His upbringing was marked by exposure to diverse cultures, languages, and traditions, instilling in him a deep appreciation for the complexities of the ancient world. From a young age, he displayed remarkable intelligence, charisma, and strategic acumen, qualities that would define his reign as king. One of the defining aspects of Mithridates' reign was his relentless pursuit of territorial expansion. Eager to assert Pontic dominance in the region, he launched ambitious military campaigns against neighboring states, including the Roman Republic and various Hellenistic kingdoms. He employed a combination of conventional warfare, guerrilla tactics, and naval prowess to achieve his objectives, earning a reputation as a formidable adversary on the battlefield. The Mithridatic Wars, a series of conflicts fought between Pontus and Rome, represent a crucial chapter in his legacy. These wars were characterized by shifting alliances, strategic maneuvering, and epic battles that shaped the geopolitical landscape of the ancient Mediterranean. His confrontations with Roman generals such as Lucius Cornelius Sulla and Pompey the Great showcased his military prowess and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. Beyond his military exploits, Mithridates was also a skilled diplomat and statesman. He forged alliances with various regional powers, cultivated cultural exchanges, and employed propaganda to bolster his legitimacy and influence. His diplomatic maneuvering allowed him to navigate the complex web of alliances and rivalries that defined the ancient world, enabling Pontus to emerge as a significant player on the international stage. In addition to his political and military achievements, Mithridates made notable contributions to the cultural and intellectual life of his kingdom. He patronized scholars, artists, and philosophers, fostering an environment of intellectual inquiry and artistic innovation. His efforts to promote Hellenistic culture and scholarship left a lasting legacy that endured long after his reign. Mithridates the Great of Pontus remains a towering figure in ancient history, revered for his military prowess, political acumen, and cultural contributions. His reign marked a pivotal moment in the ancient Mediterranean as he sought to challenge the dominance of Rome and assert Pontic independence. His legacy endures as a testament to the enduring complexities of power, ambition, and resilience in the ancient world. The First Mithridatic War, spanning from 89 to 85 BC, stands as a pivotal moment in ancient history, marking the initial confrontation between the Roman Republic and the Kingdom of Pontus under the rule of Mithridates the Great. This segment provides a comprehensive analysis of the causes, course, and consequences of the First Mithridatic War, examining the political, military, and cultural dynamics that shaped this conflict and its lasting impact on the ancient Mediterranean world. The First Mithridatic War emerged against the backdrop of a shifting balance of power in the eastern Mediterranean. Mithridates the Great, ambitious and expansionist, sought to challenge Roman influence in Asia Minor and assert Pontic dominance in the region. This conflict would set the stage for a series of confrontations between Rome and Pontus, reshaping the geopolitical landscape of the ancient world. The roots of the First Mithridatic War can be traced to the complex interplay of political, economic, and territorial factors. Mithridates' efforts to expand Pontic territory clashed with Rome's interests in maintaining stability and control in Asia Minor. Tensions escalated as Roman influence encroached upon Pontic territories, leading to a series of provocations and diplomatic disputes that ultimately culminated in open hostilities. The spark that ignited the First Mithridatic War was the massacre of Roman citizens and allies in Asia Minor in 88 BC, an event orchestrated by King Mithridates in response to Roman encroachments on Pontic territory. The massacre, known as the Asiatic Vespers, served as a casus belli for Rome, prompting the Roman Senate to declare war on Pontus and mobilize its legions for military action. The early stages of the First Mithridatic War saw both sides engage in a series of military campaigns and strategic maneuvers. Roman forces, led by generals such as Lucius Cornelius Sulla and Lucius Licinius Murena, faced off against Pontic armies commanded by Mithridates himself. The war witnessed a series of pitched battles, sieges, and skirmishes across Asia Minor, with both sides vying for control of strategic territories and resources. In response to Mithridates' aggression, the Roman Senate dispatched Lucius Cornelius Sulla to Asia Minor to lead the Roman forces against Pontus. Sulla quickly assembled a formidable army and began to advance into Pontic territory. Meanwhile, Mithridates, aware of the Roman threat, gathered his own forces to confront the Roman invasion. The exact details of the Battle of Chaeronea are not extensively documented, but it is known that the battle took place near the town of Chaeronea in Boeotia, Greece, in 86 BC. Sulla, known for his strategic brilliance, likely employed tactics similar to those he used in other battles, including flexible formations, disciplined infantry, and clever maneuvers to exploit weaknesses in the enemy's lines. Mithridates, a seasoned military commander, would have utilized his cavalry, infantry, and possibly even war elephants to counter the Roman advance. The Battle of Chaeronea was fiercely contested, with both sides engaging in intense combat for control of the battlefield. The fighting was chaotic, with clashes between infantry, cavalry charges, and the thunderous presence of war elephants adding to the confusion and carnage. Despite the Pontic army's determination and Mithridates' leadership, Sulla's disciplined legions and superior tactics gave the Romans the upper hand. The battle was a hard-fought struggle, but ultimately, the Roman forces managed to overcome the Pontic resistance and secure victory on the battlefield. The Battle of Chaeronea resulted in a decisive Roman victory, consolidating Sulla's position in Greece and dealing a significant blow to Mithridates' ambitions in the region. The defeat forced Mithridates to retreat and regroup his forces, while Sulla continued to pursue his campaign against Pontus in the following years. The Battle of Chaeronea was a crucial moment in the First Mithridatic War, demonstrating the military prowess of the Roman legions under Sulla's command and weakening Pontic resistance in Greece. However, it was only one episode in the larger conflict between Rome and Pontus, which would continue to unfold over the course of several years and subsequent wars. The First Mithridatic War presented numerous challenges for both Rome and Pontus. Roman forces struggled with logistical issues, supply shortages, and internal divisions, while Pontic armies faced the formidable might of the Roman legions and the logistical difficulties of waging war in unfamiliar terrain. Both sides employed a range of military strategies, including siege warfare, naval engagements, and guerrilla tactics, in their efforts to gain the upper hand. The First Mithridatic War concluded in 85 BC with a negotiated settlement known as the Treaty of Dardanos, which established a temporary ceasefire and reaffirmed the status quo ante bellum. While the war did not result in a decisive victory for either side, it set the stage for future conflicts between Rome and Pontus, laying the groundwork for the Second and Third Mithridatic Wars. The First Mithridatic War serves as a testament to the complexities of ancient geopolitics and the enduring struggle for power and influence in the Mediterranean world.